That was weird. That was weird. I couldn't start my live stream for some reason. Yo, what is up, guys? How you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we're gonna be doing some off meta decks. Playing. So I recently made a tier list, and I kind of wasn't talking bad about like any certain legends or anything, but I did kind of make a lot of fun of Garen. But we're gonna try out some decks that I said the legends were like kind of lower tier, so I like challenges, and the challenge is to make it better. Let me just set up a few things here, and then we'll get going on some gameplay. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I just really appreciate you guys' support. The channel has been doing like really well. Like it's been a lot of fun. I've committed to a lot of time putting into the videos and everything. So thank you for the people that watch. You guys are awesome. Seriously, I'm just like some dude, likes to play some video games, loves TCGs, and the fact that a little tiny community is building is really cool. Other than that, yes, it is now July 29th. August 7th is the last day Pixelborn will be available. And then we'll be switching to Tabletop Simulator. Unfortunately, the stars in the line, Riot updated their third-party policy in regards to like IPs and everything. So, intellectual properties, and the fact that Pixelborn is automated means that it does not abide to those policies. So August 7th will be the last day, or we'll be shutting down. So August 6th technically is the last day. But, Pavel did an amazing job, and we're going to enjoy what he did as long as we can. So until that time, we're going to be rocking pretty hard with Pixelborn. I want to play Lee Sin. I said the deck was underwhelming on my tier list ranking guide. And it kind of is, but like I tried, just want to give it a chance. I want to give it another try. I felt bad. I felt bad talking some smack on Lee Sin. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Backtrack on. Clip vertical. Okay, so backtrack is on. Alright, I'm trying out some new things. I'm gonna try and go do some like vertical stuff or some shorts, but anyway. Alright, so we are running a Lee Sin deck. It is buff and kind of like mid-range aggro-ish deck, we're running some like crazy cards. I believe, if I'm correct, I did not make this deck, right? Like I looked it up, and it is apparently the pre-con deck from the structure deck. Yo, Lieutenant Dan, what's going on? It's the pre-con deck, so that's why there's these like vanilla cards in here. So I want to see when the product comes out for the structure deck for Lee Sin, how it actually is. 910 is ridiculous though. That's insane. So, how's your day going? So we got some Lee Sin. You spend a rune and you buff a unit. Battlefields are Targon's Peak and Trifarian War Camp. We have Stormcly Ursine. Channel 1 rune exhausted. It's a little bit of ramp. We got a challenge, charm to mess some things around. This card's really cool. It gets +2 if it's buffed, or it gets an additional +1 if it's buffed. So we're playing against Victor. I'm scared of the battle tricks with like Siphon Power and everything. We really can't do anything right now. Our hand is a little clunky. But next turn we can drop Wizened Elder, which is pretty cool. Interesting card. I love how a lot of the cards, and if this is the pre-con deck, doesn't rely on any power, which is really safe. That's really good. However, the drawback is they're pretty pricey, and this also doesn't rely on some power. Let's see, 5. We can go. What we're gonna do, we're gonna charm that Victor so he stops from producing recruits as I kill off the units. So, yeah, that's a good turn. So, going on a little slow. It is a little slow, but that's fine. We can even come here, conquer, and then charm him over to the battlefield to make sure that he doesn't. And then if that's the case, I feel a concede coming, honestly. But we'll see. I wonder if he's gonna dump a hidden blade here, though. If he's gonna hide something, it's either consult the past or hidden blade. Okay, it doesn't decide to do anything. Is he saving it for any reaction speed stuff? Okay, so he plays his faithful manufactor, gets a recruit. Lieutenant Dan, you hear about the Pixelborn going down? Really good bot. New PC today. How was your day? Oh, nice. Congrats on your new PC, man. That's awesome. New PCs are cool. I also need like a new type of PC. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that is cool. I was off today finally. So he did hide something here. So I'm not gonna get into that shenanigans. I may send like another cheap unit there. I just feel like it's a hidden blade. So we'll commit to this first. We'll pass response. He's out of stuff. He's out of runes. So yeah, was off today. Did a bunch of stuff. Recorded some videos. I got a really cool video coming up for you guys. I'm not going to give anything away. We're going to lure Victor there with a charm. Charm is so good, man. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. And today, yeah, because of that, I bought tabletop to be ready for this sad day. Yeah. I'm gonna buy tabletop in a couple days, I think. I'll set that up. There's some like things I have to do with like how to learn it and everything. Apparently, it's not like the hardest thing to learn, but there's some manual things that you have to make sure you do. But if you're into tabletop, then we can play a ton of games, like Tabletop Simulator, because I'm gonna need someone to kind of like go into a lobby and play with and like learn how to play it. Let's see. So we could play this, and we can ready it with First Mate to kind of trigger that. Well, we could have challenged too, honestly, to let that fizzle away. But that's all right. We'll still like, you know, we'll do Riftbound content. We'll play tons of games, and it's sad. It's sad. I feel bad for Pavel. He put a lot of like effort into this. So, but you know, he was really honest. He was really straightforward, very transparent, saying that like, okay, it doesn't adhere to the policies, the third-party policy that Riot put out, and you know, he's a very humble guy, saying that okay, so we just got to stop it. But yeah, I think one day he's gonna create like his own game that he's gonna develop, and I think a lot of people are gonna play it. Haven't finished your legend tier list yet, but skip to end for a moment. It may be Kai's tier 1, but I'm agree with the rest. Yeah, probably great job. Yeah. Did you see me be a little rough on Garen, dude? I was a little rough on Garen. I felt really bad, even though it's just like an inanimate object of a card. But like, I just had to be brutally honest. That deck is just so hard to like. I tried building so many Garen decks and so many different shells, but it just didn't work out. All right, so he's gonna move his units. He's gonna stupefy. I'm gonna keep him from drawing the card by mitigating the damage to the Faithful Manufacturer and this one Recruit. Because he's drawing 2 this turn, so I'd rather kind of set that aside, stop him from drawing an extra 1. Yeah. That's another thing with tabletop. You can play like up to 4 people, which is really cool. It's one thing that Pixelborn does not have available. However, you know, 2-on-2 seems really fun as well, and there's like it changes the game completely because like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 battlefields that you have to look after, or is it 3? I believe no, 4 battlefields that you have to look after. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, I gotta be brutally honest to about Garen. Um, but I think I may have made a little hasty decision on Lee Sin, cause I don't know, it's decent. I think there's just better decks out there. Um, it is a buff deck, but I just think Set does a better job buffing things, you know. So I will commit to taking this. I'll let him draw the card. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna channel. No, I'll just play Lee Sin here, so he gets another buff. Goes up to 9. And then I'll buff the first mate, and that seems good. And then we'll end our turn. So next turn, let's see, what can he do? Not much, honestly. Grand Stratagem, just to kill off the 1 unit, seems a little wasteful. He can raw play Hidden Blade, like raw cost Hidden Blade, to kill some things off. Alright, so he's going to set up for a big swing turn. However, if I hold 2 points now, next turn he moves on the big turn, I'll still be able to go up to 8, because this will trigger and he'll have his 3 recruits, but he won't be able to go that wide. So I believe we're good. I don't want to challenge the Evangel, because if he is holding Grand Stratagem, then he can overwhelm me. But let's just put, for fun, let's just put a vanilla card onto this base and see what he can do. Actually, no, I'm just kind of scared of what he's gonna play, though. I got 16 power here. I could play, and this is 11 power there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play this at base. And I'm gonna buff him. I'm gonna pass turn. It's such a weird card. I've never played. This is the first time I've played like a vanilla card with like no effect whatsoever. And that seems fine to me. Haven't seen the yeah. By the way, I do have a video of how to make proxies coming out tomorrow. I just have to finish editing it. Maybe we can talk on Discord in the near future and test out tabletop together. I found the switch to mod, how to set up a game, but not more. I stopped before playing because I have to first build a deck. Yeah, so building decks for Tabletop Simulator, you mean? Like, have you done any of it yet? Because if you use Piltover Archive, you can export decks through the deck builder onto Tabletop Simulator. So Cold the Week is going to happen. Let's get rid of Lee Sin, ironically, because he's technically the weakest. Actually, this becomes the weakest. 7. Nah, they become same. So, yeah, kind of irrelevant. first of all, I need my decks on pilled over. Yeah. You gotta build them first, and then you can export them. Another Call the Week. I think I have to kill this guy because I can at least hold, and then can I accelerate anything? No. It's probably gonna want to draw a card. So if I hold and conquer, that'd be pretty cool. When I'm buffed, I have ganking, nothing enters, accelerated. Okay, so he's committed to a battlefield, still going wide. I still don't think he hasn't pulled any like siphon powers or anything. So I hold one. There's the shield Poro. I can challenge. He's setting up for a big turn though, so I think I just want to. So I did hold. So what I'm gonna do. So if it gets readied, he has 1 minute. Okay, so I can. I'm gonna. This is already buffed. +1 attack. Okay, so if I play this, right, I'll activate its ability to spend this buff. Since I held the 1 turn on this, I should be able to conquer the next battlefield over here, and with the hold conquer rule, I will win the game. Ta-da! Yep, Lee Sin, not too bad, not too shabby, not too shabby. Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep going. Might as well enjoy the time while the client is still up. Let's go into collection. We'll go to what is it? Play custom. Sorry. Yep. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll play. I'm doing Lee Sin. I think this is like the pre-constructed deck. It didn't work. Cool. Ah, you got Kaisa going. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good luck, man. Alright, so we got this Lee Sin. Oh, drink some coffee. Okay, Groves of the Godwill and Reaver's Row. Hand's looking good. Little late. I don't need both of these. I don't need to get readied. Let's see. I think I'm gonna need to buff everything because Kaisa has a lot of removal. This deck runs Vision too. Just so you know, like I think I've said this before, but just to reiterate, this is what is supposedly the pre-constructed deck. Yeah, like the structure deck when you buy Lee Sin's. This is the Lee Sin structure deck. Apparently, I'm not too sure about it, but it seems legit because there's like a bunch of vanilla cards in here. When you're playing, play and exhaust this to ready it. All right, that's kind of cool. Hidden. You can hide this somewhere. That's kind of neat. First mate. Let's just play the gear, and then we'll just chill. Alrighty, already dropping down the Kaisa. 4-4-4. I think we're just gonna play the Wizened Elder, and we're gonna buff it. We're gonna Jimmy buff it. And it is a 6 might unit. That's pretty good. Oh, I can ready it even. Nice. And buff it from there. That's really good. Misfall's a good gear. I'll activate it. Let's see, what do I want to conquer? I want to conquer this so I can draw a card. And I may even... I'm going to hide a unit here. I didn't even know this card really existed, to be fair. What's it going to be? Oh my god, he's running green-orange and he's like hiding something. What is it? Cool. Feels good. I spent a lot of resources that turn, though, honestly. Readying the Wizened Elder, and then spending the power to hide the 3 might unit on a base. But I really want to hold it to draw the card, because my hand is like, look, it just has like 2 challenges and a first mate, which has to ready something. But I have nothing to play. Can't even play my Lee Sin yet, so... Alright, so he's going to play a spell. There is Starfall. Nice. That's unfortunate. So this doesn't really do much, but I have to play it. It's like, ta-da! It's like nobody expects the P.A.K.A. Cub. But he's just gonna come in and move in with Kaisa and draw a card anyway, so nothing that crazy. I guess I should have went to Reverse Row so I could have withdrew at least. Alrighty, so he conquered a battlefield, drew a card, has a bunch of spells. Very good. Ravenbloom student. Alright, so we got a Poro. Alright, I guess we could ready that, right? We could do that. Let's try and score a point. I think the point of this deck is just to kind of like, obviously use the ability as much as you can. Then kind of just score points like with overwhelming might. However, in the control matchup, for example, like against a Kaisa, I could see that being a little tricky because it's just so much removal, you know? And yeah, a little difficult. A little difficult. Alright, so do I want to retreat? I think I do. I think I do, because he's gonna like... He's just gonna kill it anyway, with some spells, I believe. Logically. Stupefy. Okay, so he wants to draw, even though he knows I'm retreating, which is fine. Dude, I inhale too much coffee, man. It's not healthy. But at least I'm not going out and buying Starbucks, you know, at least I can save some money. Just make coffee at home. That activates. Yeah, yeah. So the Stupefy would have definitely, yeah, exactly. So Mistfall needs to be played in Lee Sin because you can easily ready stuff, but you at the cost of spending the power. It's like almost like this odd legend ability. It's really good. Its rarity's high too. It's a common, yeah. Epic. Oh, Pit Rookie. Okay. He has 6 mana floating, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's try and take this out. Let's at least try and score a point. I mean, technically, I guess I should have just played Lee Sin and then buffed it and then readied it with the gear. I think that would have been the better move, but I have a strong feeling he's got a lot of removal on his hand. He's got like 3, 6, 7 cards. So I want to save risking Lee Sin, because at least when Lee Sin's in the base, there are a few cards that Kaisa has access to that targets the base, but I don't think he's going to play that too early right now. I think he wants to wait until the end game when he's in reach of scoring the final points. How can I not move away? Cancel. You cancel. If you target your unit, that means you're choosing it to retreat. If you don't want to move away, I think you just right click. It should work like that. Because I think it says you may choose. Should be just right click or... did you hit activate? If you hit activate, then you've decided that you were going to commit to... so yeah, the battlefield should have popped up on screen. And then it's either you hit activate or cancel. If you hit activate, then you've committed into making that decision. And that decision is already resolved, so you have to withdraw. You can't change decisions because it's already automated. However, when that next time, when that screen pops up and you hit cancel, then it should be fine. Yeah, because as soon as I move into the battlefield, right, the battlefield triggers, right, because a showdown happens and you're defending, right, and it says you may move. So there you go. Yeah, you got it. So Stupefy, it dies just from the buff, right? Because it gets buffed from playing the spell. Such a good card. I love Ravenbloom Student. So good. I need to get rid of this Kaisa over here. It's at 3. So we're gonna end our turn. He double holds, unfortunately, and he gets to draw a card. He has so many resources. Yeah, Kaisa. Kaisa might be one of my mains. I think I'm gonna main it as like a control deck. And then units, I actually might pick Darius. Darius has been like, I have been having like a lot of fun with Darius on in games. So, okay, commits to dropping units out of battlefield. All right, so I got my 9/10. My 9 rune costs 10 unit vanilla. So ridiculous. Let's see. Let's Let's get rid of the Kaisa by challenging. However, I do want to buff Lee Sin first, just in case if any shenanigans happens. Alright. So let's challenge Lee Sin to here. Should be able to kill Kaisa. There's nothing really to buff it. They do 4 damage to each other, so he is susceptible to some things. I wonder if he's going to play Smokescreen to protect. Gives -4 to... Oh. Well, that's a thing. Nice, dude. Nice play. So, Lee Sin dies. Oof. We're gonna move in here. Just to make sure everything gets killed. Pass. Because now, unless he has Hextech Ray, he can play Hextech Ray to kill it. Yep. Called it. There's Hextech Ray. Is down to 4. Ravenbloom gets beefier. Don't want to pass response to that. I'm gonna play buff into Pit Rookie. I'm gonna spend a rune. I just need to kill that Kaisa immediately. When you buff a friendly unit, you may pay. This did not trigger. Or you already triggered once. No, it's not exhausted. Then we'll end our turn. Yeah, that's good games. That's good games. There's nothing I could do. Too much control. Lee Sin is just lacking some oomph. Or maybe the deck list is just kind of wonky. I'm pretty sure there's better deck lists, but from what I understand, this is the pre-constructed structure deck. Yeah, he's just going to commit into fortifying the bases, and then we're just going to pass the turn. He should be able to double hold. But we'll see what we draw. You never know. Honestly, I think one of the good combos in the deck is to just drop this down and kind of challenge everything on your opponent's side. That might be like one way to easily win. Match score. I think you got it. More than likely. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I drew another one. Let's see, 3, 4. He holds 1. Good game. Good game. Nice. How do you like Kaisa, man? Kaisa's a good deck. Let's get some more Darius game going. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, nice plays with Ravenbloom. Nice plays with waiting to snipe out my stuff with Hextech. Nice Smokescreen too, as well. Like that, my Smokescreen is so good. All right, cool, man. Yeah, you have a good day. Thanks for stopping by and playing the game. No, you're good. No worries. Yeah, Kaisa is crazy good. Just like the legend ability is so good because you just save on so much resources. Like adding a power at reaction speed for, for free essentially. Yeah. I generally I'd say 80 to 90% of the time win when I play with Kaisa. More so than with like Lux or a Teemo control deck or any other control decks like in Annie and stuff. Other than Ahri, I'd say Ahri is like close to 100% win rate. But yeah, I'm gonna make some coffee anyway. Just give me a couple seconds, guys. And then I will be right back. Lieutenant Dan, you have a wonderful day. I will see you on the next one. Or maybe even later. I'll be around for like a couple hours, so... Yeah, I like I mentioned before, I think I'm gonna... Set's good. Set's good. Like, if you enter, like, with set and you, like, master set, like, in your local tournaments when the game comes out, like, most likely you're top 3, right? But I think I'm gonna main Kaisa in terms of control. Alright, cool, man. Yeah, I'll see you later then, if you stop by. I'll be around here for a while. But I'm gonna go make a coffee, so we will be right back. Let me see. I don't have a be right back thing here. But yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. And Lieutenant Dan, have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the future. I'll see you in the next one. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I just need coffee. It's like my life. Let's do some Darius. Lee Sin was okay, although, yeah, let's just do some Darius. I'll restructure the deck. I think that was like the pre-con deck, so. Ooh, Darius versus Darius. All right, let's see. Let's see how good I am with this deck. We'll go with the Static Legion. I think this champion's better. I think I might take out the Executioner Darius. I like the Trifarian Darius. Just because like it triggers itself if you play it second, so that's like inherently good, right? Noxus Guillotine is actually really good removal. However, we don't need it this early game. However, maybe we do. Maybe to counteract his big things. I think this is fine. This is actually really decent hand for this deck because I remember I add a rune as my Legion effect if I play a card, so I can, like, for that turn. So like he's just doing the same exact thing. All right, he just taps to just tap. 3, 4. This is good. So the Daring Poro, Assault Poro. And we have units can't move from here to base. And when he holds here, it draws. So, alright, so he's going to commit into... Does he... Oh, wow, he had nothing in hand. Alright, that's really good for us. So, I can... Let's see. Let's see what I can do. I can play... Kill it now instead. Let's do this. Let's do the action ability of Noxian Guillotine. Right? So that's chosen, right? Then this comes in here. It automatically showdown happens. I'll split the damage, right? I can't do just one and one. So this dies. Exactly. And then I can tap, right? I got one floating to do Hextech Ray to kill the Poro. And then I'll conquer the battlefield, and I should be able to hold unless he accelerates if he's running Kaisa, he can accelerate. But that was actually a really good turn with Guillotine. I didn't want to waste the... Because he would have lost... Okay, so does he... Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I said. Oh, man, awful. Man, I really hate predicting games. What can you do? Taps to play. Nice. That is really strong. Ooh, we have a Immortal Phoenix. But what I want to do... I don't think I can. Not yet. 3... Exactly. We'll do this. And then we could play Immortal Phoenix. The Assault +2 is really relevant in this matchup. He is scoring points ahead of me, though. If I get something cheap like Cleave or a Seal, I'm going to chain, or I'm going to Legion, well, Static Legion ability. Darius there. Also, Sundisk might outpace him as well. So okay, well there's Falling Star. I always call it Shooting Star for some reason. Alright, decides to just leave my lonely recruit there. He's gonna conquer and hold, so he scores a point. Next turn he goes up to 6, and then possibly winning. There's the seal that I was needed when you play your second card in turn. So this goes first, right? It allows me to play the... The issue is he has full runes. He hasn't spent anything. So I'm just worried about some type of removal. But like in this case, like I have no choice. Especially the Kaisa. I mean, this battlefield, like him being able to draw a card to just get some resources. So I kind of have to commit to trying to take down the Kaisa. Hidden Blade, yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, there's nothing else I could have done, honestly. I did get to draw 2 cards, which is really good. Can I even... Nah. I got one floating, so I'll just play the thing. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. So he is 6. I mean, if I was him, he's just going to commit to dropping units onto the battlefield. But let's see if I can kind of get him an extra 5, 6. I have possibility 6. I have nothing already. I can play this. I can. If I had enough runes, I would play this and accelerate Kaisa to take both battlefields. But I think he has a lot of answers in his hand. He used the one hidden blade. Why he wouldn't commit this into a battlefield, I'm really curious, though. He still has 4. He's telegraphing a cleave or a hidden blade. Or both, rather. I don't think there's much I could do. Nah, no, there's nothing I could do. I could accelerate this, right? It's just kind of just dies. And he just conquers anyway. Alright, that's it. Yeah. There's nothing I could do in that situation. Nothing I could have done. The fact that he was running Star... Wait, why is he running... Okay, it's him again. The fact that he's running Starfall is really good. Or Falling Star. I already forgot what it was. That's really interesting. Like to run that card. We already have this. We don't need this. Hidden Blade we need. Actually, maybe Kaisa is good. We'll just replace the Darius Trifarian. Nah, the Executioner is not the best. I'm gonna switch up the deck list. Hey, I won. Nah, he just didn't want to play me against me again. All right, let's switch up the deck list real quick. All right, so we got this. I don't need this Darius here. Let's see what other champion units to replace it with. Draven is actually really good too. Vayne is also really good too. Because it enters ready. And it's assault +3. It's very aggressive. Let's see, yellow. Leona, Set. Shen is not a thing. I think I might add Vayne. Let's add 2 Vaynes. Instead of the Darius. Oh, I'm sorry. I only added 1. I think that might be a little better. Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't need that Vayne. I mean, I don't need the other Darius. So we'll go here. We'll play. Let's try it this way. Alright, so yeah, obviously we picked the Darius. Oh, I think there's some other guy. Pixelborn Gretel. So, Noxian Guillotine. I don't think I need this. Well, we'll hold on to this. I think we hold on to that. This is great. This card's awesome. We're just gonna put the... Hey, he doesn't want to play against me. But I keep winning. Maybe he just doesn't want to play against a Darius deck. Let's play... Actually, I want to play Darius. I guess there's not many people playing right now. Alrighty. Just waiting for any person. Hey, an Annie deck. Cool. Alright. I like playing against Annie. That's pretty dope. Alrighty. Attack for 2. Oh, nice. Some guy who's been playing Lorcana. Alright, so, yep, obviously picking our Darius champion. Brought it down to the wire. I wonder if he's actually, like, active. Sundisk. Alright, this is a really good hand. Like, 2 solid cards, a Sundisk, and removal. Cool. So, like, the cool thing with Sundisk, you play a card, right? You just play it like this, right? And then when this is on the field, you tap it, and then the next card comes in ready. It's really strong. Really, really strong. I was playing the Deflect Poro. Dude, I've never seen anyone play that Poro before. That's really cool. So we're not gonna play dudes yet. I have to kill this with Might. Although this turn is better. Right, this is just a cleaner turn. Yeah, that's better. It's just like hits on curve, right? And you're producing another unit. Like, I would have loved to have this ready for the future, but as of right now, even next turn, I couldn't play Faithful Manufacturer and Vanguard Captain. Stack deck, okay. I'm really curious as what kind of shell he's running. Annie is like control, tempo, late game stuff, right? Usually control late game. In Annie, I think it's like the best way to build Annie. I do have a Reanimator shell with Annie, which is pretty cool, although it doesn't have enough tools yet. He decides to commit to Windswap Hillock so he can gank, in the future. We are on a clock with Arena's Greatest, so every single turn we score a point. So I think what his game plan is to be aggressive on like taking battlefields. Any legend ability will ready 2 runes, and then when I'm trying to take those battlefields, he'll try and like snipe me out left and right, which is really good. It's a great game plan to kind of just like get the game going. Unfortunately, the Arena's Greatest is working against my favor. So let's see. We'll play this. We'll tap it. Tap this. Something comes in ready. I believe the captain is the best one. It has the most might. It comes in ready. Sundisk is very, very strong. And then I should be able to take the battlefields. Both of them. We'll move this here. Committing to damage. We're going to pass response. I'm not going to trigger it with Hextech Ray because I have to pay another power for it because of its deflectability. However, his response is fight or flight, so it's going to target me. Okay, that's a good. All right, so now that he's used his 2 runes, I can commit to killing this. I'll move in with the Faithful Manufacturer to stop him from holding. And then I'll score a point with a Recruit at the Arena's Greatest. So they kill each other. I progress on board. I control at least 1 battlefield. He stops from holding any points, and I don't want to because I don't want to spend too many resources. But yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Play stack deck. He's playing his Annie. Gets a spell. Grab stack deck, I believe, right? Yeah, he grabs stack deck. So he's looking what he wants to draw. He's probably going to look for some type of removal if I move in on bases. He spent all his runes already, but he readies 2 because of the legend ability. Cheap shot is probably something that's really good. That's really good to chain some stuff. I think in this case, I want to play a hidden card. So it triggers this. So then this enters ready. So I still have a thing on base. I'll invest into here with... Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to send 2 units there. Misclicked. What does he want to do? Is he gonna burn something? It's probably gonna... Nope. Alright, and I want to move over here. I want to keep the recruits on the back just in case. I have a hidden blade to protect this space, and then that's fine. Cleave is more like you can't play this defensively because an assault is when it's attacking. All right, so he gets his Darius out. He's running Darius in this deck. It was really interesting. So he can take windswept Hillock. But he can't play. Okay, yeah. I mean, this telegraph's really hard, a hidden blade, so he's definitely going to move in on this one. Unfortunately, I lose... Oh, he gets up to 9 as well. Crazy. This doesn't do anything because it's giving it an assault, and I'm not attacking. That's unfortunate. Maybe I should have, instead, put some recruits in. So I have 4, 7, Nice. So he moves in his Annie. I'm gonna commit to using Hidden Blade to take care of Annie. Annie already served its purpose. Kind of just it's like enter the battlefield effect. All right. So I score 1 from holding. You play me, bluff me. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do... I will commit to... playing this. I'll tap 1. Playing... I didn't really need to tap this, honestly, but I just wanted to make sure. So this readies Darius because of Cleave. It also gives it +3 and then +2 because it's readied, so should become a 10 might unit. I'll be able to conquer the battlefield. Nothing with 2 runes can take care. Oh, wait. No, dude, I passed response. Oh, what a blunder. Ugh. I clicked too fast. Oh no, then the Kais is going in. He's gonna score. Oh, awful, dude. What a blunder. It's alright. We can we can fix our mistake. Oh man. I misclicked. Terrible, dude. Awful. That's fine. We'll be alright. There's the Vi. Vi is really good in 2 regards, man. I love Vi for the fact that in control decks you could toss her in, and if it comes to late game and you've used all your cards, you could just chuck them back in. Like, forget about the fact you can pump her up and like kind of like take a battlefield, but like the fact that you can just recycle cards from your trash into your deck, and then basically start the game anew, so good. The fact that this also doesn't have a limit is kind of broken. You know, is like maximum of 5 cards would have been like really leveled. Let's see. So 6, 7. He holds and he conquers. So what I have to do, I have to go here first. No, I can take it out. Okay, this is what I do. I do this. They fight. Clear up the board on the right side. Right. I hard cast Hidden Blade onto Kaisa. Killing Kaisa. He unfortunately draws 2 cards. I've played 1 card in Hidden Blade, so I will tap Sundisk so that when this enters, when I play rather Trifarian Glory Seeker, it enters ready and it gets a buff, so I can dual conquer. Now the issue is he's just gonna buff it anyway. I will mitigate some type of damage by making sure that he has to buff. So I'll score 2 points. If he can't play anything for removal, he gusts. That's fine. Because I'm going to tap in response with Darius. Right? He has 1 rune left. I still conquer. I could still put this in here. Because I had enough runes. Enough resources. It buffs itself. And then I will double move over here. So I double conquer this turn. And the reason I want 2 units and 2 units, because he has amount of 6, 7 resources, 1 unit. So he would need to cast multiple burn spells to take me out. Because if I hold at least one of the battlefields, I win the game. And let's see what he can do. So he uses his ability to pump. Moving all the stuff into his deck. He'll obviously get to the point where he can just easily take the Windswept Hillock. This looks like what he's going for. The issue is, can he play anything accelerated, like an Akaisa, or can he also play burn spells to knock out the 2 recruits? Because if he doesn't, then I win by holding. So he scores. He can even... oh, okay. Oh, nice, nice. Is that a double conquer? I think that's a double conquer, right? Yeah, good game. Good game. Nice move. Oh. That hurts a little bit, though. I was almost there. Let's see. What else can we play? What else can we play? I really like the Reanimator deck, but I haven't really gotten it to pop off, honestly. Let me check something real quick. Type videos, apply. Let's try Reanimator. It's hard to pull off, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, it's difficult to get it going. But, you know, I think it'll be alright. So we're playing the Jinx. think I'll be on for another hour. There's the Tibbers. I don't want the Tibbers. It's too costly. Immortal Phoenix is good. It's good. Disintegrate. Not what I need. I need stack decks. I need discard stuff. Might even run the that Jinx. Yeah, that very Jinx. Great first card, and we get Son Warrens and Void Gate. Nice. So this matchup actually helps us because both of these battlefields are really good for the deck. I do get to ready too, so I have Rasa in hand, so the more I discard, the cheaper it becomes. And the idea is to discard as much as possible and then play, well, specifically Soul Gorger and cast the Harrowing and like chain a bunch of things. But I do need to pay for the power cost, which is kind of expensive, but you are chaining like a lot of stuff. So let's see if we can grind out this combo. Alright. So I want to put Immortal Phoenix into the battle. I want to save. Okay, we'll do that. I'll just play him. He moves first, so it triggers a dump Immortal Phoenix. Draw Disintegrate. That becomes cheaper. Pass. That triggers. I'll dump. Maybe Disintegrate, honestly. I do like drawing one, but so I think I'll probably just drop the Rasa. Because I can always reanimate it later. And then that seems pretty safe. So I ready 2 more runes. So I go back up to full, so I can do a lot of things. When this moves, it does get Assault. So I think the best way to deal with that is probably Incinerate. Damage happens, and then it'll die, and I get to draw one, which is good. So that's the game plan. Where's he gonna move here? Okay, yeah, that's more of the... So we'll commit to the Disintegrate just to draw a card. They die. Next turn I can discard other stuff, whatever I draw. This is the mono red Jinx too, I'm noticing, because he doesn't have any other purple runes. So I don't have to worry about Gust or Rebukes or any other type of like control-y cards. He's just purely like mono red aggro. That's really good. Inverted timelines. It stops him also from benefiting from his Legends ability. Let's see. I want to go here so I can draw 2. Pass response. I'll dump the Hextech Ray. Draw another Hextech Ray. Son Warrens triggers then. And then I'll dump another Hextech Ray. That's a Kaisa. It's a little better. I wonder if I should accelerate Kaisa to draw another card. Or play Invert Timelines. Not yet, because I want to get my big stuff. I'll accelerate it just to draw. Move here. Pass. Conquer. Trigger Kaisa's ability. There's a Rebuke. It's pretty useful. Whatever he decides to move in, I'll Gust. And plus I get to ready 2. I am out of red runes, so unfortunately Hextech Ray is out of my bag of tricks, but you know. Sometimes it just happens. I should have more carefully. Actually, no, I couldn't have because I only had one. Never mind. So he decides to accelerate the Jinx. I had something in my face. I believe it was a bug. This gets Assault. Curious as to where it's gonna go. Okay, first it triggers, right? First he discards. Where does he go? Can I rebuke? I think I am gonna rebuke. It stops him from. Ooh, I burn a lot of resources though. That's the only issue. But I'll just do it. Pass response. I still have access to Gust. He's probably gonna move in Noxus Hopeful here. Ooh, Falling Star. Okay. That is fine. I'll allow it. That's okay. So they both die. Moves here. I'm gonna Gust to keep him from drawing 2. And to keep him from scoring a point. Unfortunately, I think next turn I'm going to have to invert timelines. But I would rather have drawn like some big dudes to reanimate later. But in this situation, there's not much I could do. Discards the Jinx. Draws a card. Moves in Chemtech Warrior. Or Enforcer, sorry. We'll Gust it back to hand. Can't do anything. He's also down. We're burning through our resources really heavily. Okay, there's Soul Gorger, which is great. Now I invert timelines. There's another Soul Gorger, which is really good. And then I end my turn. I ready a Exhausted Chaos Rune. Or 2 Exhausted Chaos Runes, right? Yeah. That's better. Yeah. Because then I have full runes, and I have access to Disintegrate if he decides to play something. So now I just have to control the game till I pop down Soul Gorger. Then I will use Soul Gorger again. And then I'll probably summon a Kaisa or something. So I'm just trying to chain as many units for one big swing turn, which is kind of like the combo. It's not the best combo in the game, just because of the amount of resources you need to use up. However, I like it. So I'm still ahead, so I'm just gonna play stuff normally, right? Save up on some runes, try and get to the point where I can play Soul Gorger. I'd rather play the Harrowing to summon Soul Gorger into another Soul Gorger into something else. That's like the play, but if I can't draw the Harrowing, then that's it. Oh, Super Mega Death Rocket killing Kaisa. Alright. That hurts. Bringing back Immortal Phoenix. I'm going to have to put down Annie so I can do some more damage. The thing is, if he plays this, then he uses up all his... Alright, fair enough. Moves in there. Let's stop him from getting ahead and scoring. So, I mean, he's going to move in that anyway, so, but it's fine. It's fine. I just have to desperately hold on. I wonder if Soul Gorger is enough. Just playing it raw. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. Depends on what rune I draw next turn. Or what rune I channel. Honestly. Because that's 2, 4, 6. There's Tibbers, which is really interesting. Tibbers doesn't do much, honestly. Although I could take a battlefield. I think we play Tibbers, honestly. We play Tibbers raw, right? Why did it do 4 here? I don't understand. Oh, because of the Void Gate. I'm sorry, yeah. And then I'll move, and then I'll discard the Soul Gorger for the future. Nice. They both die, but I'm ahead in terms of might on the board. It doesn't really matter what I ready. So I am ahead on the board with might. However, he still has an appointment ahead, so he gets up 2 points this turn. If he accelerates, he can get up 3 points than what I have. Not that he's going to score 3 points. I mean, all right. There's the accelerate he's probably going to do to try and... No? I would have accelerated to double score, right? Then you get to 6, you're 3 points ahead of me. I'm just waiting to draw the Harrowing now. Next turn, I'll play Annie just to do a little more control. To do a little more damage. Okay, so it seems like he's building up his base now. Yeah. He's building up the base because he's expecting a good swing turn from me. But it also telegraphs he's playing a little more defensively. Which means he's running out of resources. He still has Super Mega Death Rocket, like, always available now. As long as he discards. There's the Vi. Can get really beefy. Yep, uses his ability, but he can't be ready, though. Is he just trying to cycle back things into his deck? What does he want to cycle into his deck to draw, though? There's another Soul Gorger. I conquer here. Always. That always happens. What does he have? Starfall? No. Death Rocket? Death Rocket will kill it. Well, what does he have? Nothing. Okay, so he passes. Score the point. Triggers. I wonder if I... No, I want to pull out the combo. There's the Gust. It's not what I'm looking for. Play Annie there. Yeah. And then I'll commit to a Phoenix to contest for this board. Alright. That seems good. We will ready to Fury. No, we already have. Okay, that's fine. So Gus is available, right? To push anything back into his hand. I'm holding firm with like 11 might on Zon Warrens. So I should be fine. So he's pumping up. Alright. Pumping up. Can he get to 11? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can actually take this battlefield really easily. He is worried about the extra damage. Oh, decides to Death Rocket first. Okay. Killing Annie. Decides to cleave up. Moves in. He'll score a point. He's going to try and score another point, but I'll gust up first, I guess. I do have Incinerate as well. Alright. Oh, okay, so he wants to conquer that base. So we'll do that. We'll gust so like they trade equally and he doesn't conquer, and he has to commit this into conquering as well. So I'm ahead on board, but he's still ahead on points. Really good game so far. Like, it's like 1 for 1. Really evenly matched so far. So he does discard. The good thing is I've kept him from like drawing with Jinx's ability, because of like I've been popping things into his hand with like Rebuke and Gusts. Also, he's spent a lot of resources in the last couple turns. I'm still at 7, I'll be at 8 runes. There's the Mind Splitter, but that doesn't really help me. Can he score and hold? I could see what he has. So I wanna discard this, and I wanna save this just in case he moves in to stop from scoring a point. So this will resolve. I'll discard Mind Splitter, because I want to reanimate it for a big swing turn. If I ever draw the Harrowing. There's Kaisa, that doesn't help. I don't want to play Kaisa. I have 8. Well, I could actually. I still have enough runes. Right? 7, 8, 9. I have 9. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I won't accelerate though. And I'll still have access to this if he tries to score here. He'll probably Death Rocket this and then move in, but we'll see. I want to ready 2 Exhausted Chaos runes. So Death Rocket's a Kaisa for keeping me from drawing. He's going to move in here, but then I'm going to Disintegrate. There's the Legion Rearguard. Does not decide to accelerate. He wants to hold on to some resources and power. Just move. Come on, move it. We all know you're going to do it. You're not going to go here. Accelerate. We get to draw a card. Inverted Timelines is great for us. Do I want to trigger... Yeah, I'll do it just to make sure I can win the game, honestly. At this point, I don't think it seems like I'm going to be pulling off the combo, but like I really, really want to. I've committed to so much time in this game to pull off the combo. Can summon so many things. Does he concede, though? Nah, I don't think he should. Depends what he has in hand. The funny thing is like this Reanimator deck has done a really good job of keeping up with an aggro deck, right? It's been like staving off the aggression. But what can he do this turn? Not much, honestly. Okay, so it's my turn. There's Rasa the Sunder, which is free 1 power. I do want to timelines so I can do one. But hold on, if I Soul Gorge, if I Harrowing the Soul Gorger into Soul Gorger into Soul Gorger, that's 2, 4, 6. I have 7. I could play 1 more in Rasa. I think that's good. So let's just invert timelines here. Hear me out. Hear me out. Trust me, it's totally worth it. Actually, it's all the same, to be fair. So we'll put 6 power there. Play this. Invert timelines. We'll draw the Harrowing. Nope. We pretty much got this game sealed away, though, oddly enough. Oh, he does discard, right? So he can play it. That's really funny. Based off inverted timelines. Stack deck. There's the Harrowing, finally. We'll draw that, and we'll confirm. We could play it, actually, but I don't have enough things to... Oh, wait, but look at this. We'll score. All right, we'll end the game right now. So we'll do this. We'll conquer 1 point. And then we'll play the Harrowing. Triggering Soul Gorger. I can burn another one. We'll do it at this battlefield just to kind of shut it down. Soul Gorger triggers. I pay another 2 runes to play a Mind Splitter at this battlefield to see what he has. It's happening. It's happening. And then we'll get rid of stack deck so he can't like search for things. And that should be good game. Finally, it happened. I pulled it off. I pulled it off. I'm so happy. Yes! Nice. Finally. Dude, I've been waiting for that combo for so long, grinding away. Cool. Awesome. It works. And he works. Alrighty, let's see. How long have we been going on for? An hour and a half. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day. It's only been an hour and a half, but I do have work early in the morning. I have a lot of stuff to do. Gonna edit a lot of videos. Like, I have some stuff saved up, so we're gonna call it night. For those that are watching, thanks for watching. Leave comments, do things, you know. Let me know what you guys think of the content. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You enter yourself to win a Proving Ground box set once we reach 500 subscribers, which is really cool. You click a button, you win something for free. And other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping